Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So you guys, we are entering into our summer months and you all know that I only work 10 months out of the year. So how we're going to budget for the summer? Let's jump right in. Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new around here, my name's Shakema. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm a single mom. I have 4 children, 2 girls, Alana and Shamika, 2 boys, Trandon and Jackson. We have a fur dog. Her name is Gracie. And I even have a fur grand dog. His name is Acro. We're living our best life over here doing all of the budgeting things. So for those of you who are new, and I do realize we have quite a few new folks that have just kind of found me some type of way. However you found me, I'm glad you're here. I've been budgeting now for about 11 years. Jackson is 12 years old. So I started budgeting about 11 years ago. I had previously, when I was married, had asked my spouse, hey, can we sit down and let's talk money? Can we budget? And it was almost, yeah, sure. We'll do it. Never happened. Never happened in the 18 years we were together. Never happened. So once that situation was no longer my situation, I had to change some things for my household and my family, being now the head of household. I am praying that the Lord would bless me and bless my life to be in covenant connection with another spouse. That has not happened yet, but the Lord is still on the throne. Y'all keep praying. So anywho, but I needed to make sure that my finances were in order. One of the things I think is very interesting, or for me, and I'm going to jump off that budget for a second, but I'm going to jump back on, kind of a squirrel, but I'm back. I've been talking about a kingdom partner, a kingdom connection for a long time, or praying for it. I don't actually talk about it on this channel a lot. I hit it every now and then, but not really the heart of, and I may do a video on that for all of us single women out here who are hoping and praying and all the things for the Lord. I'm going to do a sit down impromptu chit chat and we're going to talk about the things. But it was very important to me when the Lord did and does decide to send my kingdom connection or my purpose partner, to make sure that things that I could control were together. And the only things that I really could control were my finances, because it's just me. I could control my home environment because I run this house. And I could control the rearing or raising of my children. So a lot of people comment, they go, oh, Shakema, your kids are so well behaved. Yes, they are. That's a requirement at this house. Well behaved and mannerly. We don't do it any other way. My grandparents we didn't do it any other way at my grandparents' house. It was just the standard. That's the standard here. Your house is so well maintained. It feels so welcoming and so open. That's the atmosphere that we prayed for to be here. When people came in, they would feel welcome. And then my finances, there was some debt left on me when that marriage was over. And my name was on it. And I told the Lord, I said, if my name is there, it was shared, but it was left. I said, if my name is on it, I got to make good on it, because I want my name to mean something. My name has to mean something and stand for something. And so through a process of budgeting, which is what we've done now for the last 11 years, we have taken care of all of those types of things. And the Lord has blessed us with some additional things. We bought a new car and paid it off in 63 days. Thousands and thousands of dollars. And it took me years and years to pay off a little bit of student loan debt. So it's about changing my mind. But I didn't want, and still don't want, my purpose partner and kingdom connection to come into baggage that is not his. And so it was purposeful for me, the things that I've been doing. God has really blessed us. And that may not be everybody. Everybody may not be in a situation where they can take care of it on their own. And if someone chooses to join your life, they get everything you get. But I wanted to do all that I was able to do in this season of singleness. And so God, like I said, has graciously blessed me to be able to take care of all of the things. So with all of that being said, we're jumping into the July, but y'all, I just did a whole 4-minute situation. Y'all just speed past it to get to the actual budget. So we're in July. Now I work August until the first week of June. Usually it's that last week of May, but teachers have to work days the first couple of days of June. So with that being said, I do not get paid in June. The last of June, I don't get paid the last of July. So there are 2 months out of the year that I am not a paid employee of the county. Now, what happens for us, or some of us choose, some people work throughout the summer. Because I work all year long, I want to be a permanent full-time stay-at-home mom during the summertime. So I pay myself every month. I have a specific amount taken out of my paycheck every month and put into what's called a summer share account at the credit union. So when that money is then deposited into that summer share account, it's one lump sum. And then for the months of June and July, the last working day of the month, they will put in half in June and half in July. And of course, I'll get a paycheck in August because I will be back to work. So that's how it works. It's worked well for us so far over all of these years. Some people choose to get their pay spread out over the 12 months. We didn't have that option when I first came into we had it in the very beginning of the count when I came in. And then a couple years in, that option was gone. We didn't have that anymore. So I chose to do the summer share where the credit union pulls out a specific amount and then it's just divided. Then they went back to the 12 months and I said, you know what? I'm just going to keep it like it is because it's working for me. Couple things that people have always had concern over. My budget, tithing, I do not tithe in the summer because I have tithed my full salary in 10 months. That's why my tithe seems to be so high to some people. It's 10% and I pay off the gross, not the net. That's my choice. So it's paid off of the gross and it's paid in the 10 months. For the June and July, I don't tithe. Anything I give in June and July would be considered offering. And that's just how that's how I do it. And I, make sure to tell the secretary at the church, hey, you're not going to see anything. You won't be seeing those big amounts from, that amount from us these 2 months because I technically do not get paid. Now, a lot of people would say, but Shakema, how do you make ends meet? Well, we, back in the beginning, we did all kinds of things. We couponed and I'm back to couponing. We got, markdown meats. I don't mind that it doesn't bother us to get markdown meat or meatless meals. And we stock up over the months. The other thing people ask me about are summer groceries. Now, summer groceries, they say, well, Shakema, what summer groceries? So every month that I get paid, so 10 months out of the year, I pull out $50 from my grocery budget. That $50 get put into an envelope. And then each week of the 10 weeks, it's like 8 to 10 weeks that I count for. Each week of the 8 to 10 weeks, I allocate $50 for grocery shops. Now, groceries are getting a little more expensive. Next year, when I go into August, I may have to reevaluate that amount of money. Not real sure. The one thing that's going to help us out this month is it's July, and there's supposed to be some type of stimulus that comes to each family that has kids under a certain age. I don't even know all the full details of that, and it's not my business. If the Lord sends it here, praise God, and how if He direct deposit, whatever He want to do, I'm here for it. So that will help us out as well. But I always start off July having summer grocery money. Well, I didn't always. It was last year that I decided to do that, and this year. So because before then, I was trying to fit in a $400 grocery budget with the little bit I was getting in my summer share, and it wasn't enough. And we were scrimping and saving. Of course, Dad was not paying child support back then. So we were just really trying to make it work. And over the years, we've been able to make it work for us. Alana is now budgeting. It's a little bit of a learning curve for her. She's getting it, but she's used to mom doing all the things. Well, she's 17 and a half years old. In 6 months, she'll be 18. And so, she's doctors and things are saying, well, you can make your own decision at 18. I wish they wouldn't do that because some kids at 18 are just not there. So my children, Alana, Jackson specifically, will be at home much longer than Trandon and Shamika were. My 2 older children went to the military right out of high school. My younger 2 children, that is not of interest to them at the moment. Jackson wants to go to the military. We're just going to pray about that because asthma is a thing. Alana has no desire. None. Zero, the end. Zilch. Not even here for it. So what's going to happen is she'll be at home until she's maybe 19, 20, or 21. And prayerfully, by the time she is at that age, we have sat with this budget long enough and she has made her decisions about finances, and she is well able to manage herself moving forward. Shamika is now pursuing a certification in financial management and planning. She's getting that through UC Berkeley, although she will be going to Stanford in the fall for her her doctorate's degree in some long name of, I don't even know what the name of it is, so don't ask because I can't. It's that long, and praise the Lord, all the things. So June and July are a little different. So this is actually going to be money for July's budget. And then the money I get in July will take me through August. And then August, I will get a paycheck, and that will start us for September. So I hope that makes sense. So the money I got on June 30th put into my checking account will be for the month of July. So I'm hoping you're following that. I get paid the last day of the month, and that is for the next month following. So I'm setting up my MYMT personal budget sheet. I'm going to just write in July 2021. If anybody needs this sheet, it is always in the description box below. Any budget video or any financial video, you just click the link or you post the link into your URL. It will automatically download into your status bar. Then you can go into your downloads folder and pull it up if you have Excel. If you don't, you can go to Drive and upload a file to Drive, and it will pop in as a Google Sheet. I use it as a Google Sheet because I don't have Word on my computer. Works just the same. Now, I use all of the weeks, the weeklies. Shamika just uses the personal budget sheet, which is the at a glance, the very first sheet. I use them all because I like to know when my money is leaving and where it's going. So I changed this in the summer. Instead of it saying payroll deposit, it just says summer share deposit. And then the kids deposit, because of course dad is now, and he has been for the last 4 or 5 years, I can't remember now, he has been paying consistent child support, praise God, and I'm thankful that he has a job. YouTube payments, so Google AdSense, that should now say one mom revenue. I'm going to just change that to say one mom revenue. That way, I'm aware of what I'm doing there. The next one down is travel reimbursements. Well, it's summertime, so I'm not driving anywhere. Next year, though, when I go back to work, I should then be able to claim mileage, more mileage than I did this past year because, of course, we were in lockdown or we were virtual, although the teachers were at school. So I only had to go to my office and I did a lot of virtual classes. But now I'll be going to all of my different schools. And then things like unexpected gifts or money or blessings or funds transfer. If I have to transfer a fund, like this month, I have to pay for my P.O. box. So the P.O. box is due the 31st of July, which I'm sure I'll pay it before then. It's due the 31st of July. So what I'll do is I will actually use my sinking funds card to pay for that because I've been putting, I have money on that sinking funds. I did the Capital One 360, so I'll just use that card to pay for the P.O. box, and it will be squared away. But then I'll start, when I get the next sinking fund money, we'll have to start again paying ourselves to do the P.O. box for the next 6 months. So I just do it 6 months at a time. And then all of my monthly expenses. So a couple of things that are actually automatically off the list. Taekwondo is changing. So we have this 1 month of Taekwondo, which will be the regular payment. As far as next month moving forward, Alana is no longer taking Taekwondo. She has made a decision that she wants to dance, and she has always wanted to dance. I'm going through a lot, y'all. Before I get to these numbers, I apologize, but there's so much to say about the budget before we jump into the budget. She has made a decision that she wants to dance. She's always wanted to dance. The reason that she ended up at Taekwondo is because Jackson was at Taekwondo over here and Alana was in dance over there. And then I would drop her off, go and take him. And then while he was doing class, I would have to go back across town and pick her up and then come back to pick him up and then go home. And we live 30 minutes from where they take Taekwondo or dance. So it was like, y'all, I can't keep running back and forward between all of these. Jackson will have been in Taekwondo for 6 years in August, and Alana was in Taekwondo for 5 years. And so I couldn't. So I made her Mom made the decision that she would take Taekwondo. She went to a summer camp, a couple days of summer camp, loved it, and she didn't hate it. So I was like, listen, let's do this. But now the Taekwondo school has moved. And so we moved, and it's close to a dance school, like right there together. And so all I'm asking my children to do for me is to try to get the schedule so I don't have to go in town every day. Because where we live, there's not the school, there's not that here. So I need to be able to go to 2 days for sure for Jackson. He actually goes 3 days. I need to be able to go on those days because I need Monday nights at home because I'm trying to do my ladies group. And then Wednesdays is my grocery day. Like if I could just have a couple days, because I travel for work. I travel 50 miles every day just to my office. If I have to go to a school, that's added on miles. So I just can't keep doing all these. I'm doing a lot of driving, and I need to just have a couple days that I don't have to. Right now for the summer, because they're both taking a summer dance class, I'm driving every day. I'm not driving to work, so I'll take it. But moving forward, I'm not doing any of that. So that's that. Groceries, you will not see added onto the budget because I have the grocery cards or the grocery budgets that has been set aside. And the budget is $50. It cannot exceed that unless I take some child support out. We don't eat out. Jackson's vegetarian, but I just try to add in whatever to my groceries that I get. Moving down, hair care. Alana's not getting her hair done, and Mom is going to not get my hair done as much. I will go back every 8 to 10 weeks to get a relaxer, which is what I normally do now. So I just had a relaxer about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it does fine curly. I like it curly. It's perfect, and this doesn't cost me. You know, I just put leave-in conditioner, and then I'm living my best life. So I'm going to keep doing that, and then I will get an updated hairdo or at least a relaxer every 8 to 10 because it's growing out, and the girls want it to grow out. My 3 younger children have never seen me with long hair, and I have had more hair than Alana. I have for the last, 29 years had short hair. Short hair. This is as long as it has been in the past, I don't know how long. And it's really growing. It's probably here. I could probably do an ear length bob right now. Probably by September, it will be shoulder length, we hope. Who's to say? But it is growing extremely fast. It's like it's on some type of supernatural growth situation. I don't know if 45 is changing the game, but it's changing all types of things for me. So anyway, that is one thing about the hair care. So we'll try to save a little bit there if we're able. If I need to get my hair done, I will. No problem. But like I said, I'm good. I'm good with the curls, and they are true curls in there. It is getting a little bit longer, but even the longer pieces are curling. So I'll take it for now. Gas shouldn't be as much. I do have sinking funds that I work when I get any type of my revenue. My cell phone should be going down this month. This should be the last month that it is high, or last month was the last month. We should be seeing some decrease in the cell phone bill. Tithe, of course, will not come out, and then anything that I'm saving for the baby steps. Now, we have all the money that we need for homeschool curriculum. So I'm not even going to start saving for homeschool curriculum until September. When September comes around and Dad is sending child support, I was originally just going to take out the $45 for Jackson's curriculum for next year. I'm going to still take out the $90. And what I'm going to do with the other $45 is I'm going to put that in the car fund for Alana. So that will give me some car fund money for her to be able to save. It's only about $450 in the 10 months, but it still is something more than what, over and above what I'm able to save with the AdSense, because that fluctuates from time to time. And I have $2,000 that I have to save for her because that's what I've committed to. Her dad's committed to $2,000 and towards her car. She's finished up driver's ed, and so now she just has to do her driving part, but they're about 6 months behind. So we're just going to wait until it's her turn. And when it's her turn, she'll drive. So we're hoping by 18 and a half, she will be able to get her license and purchase her car cash purchase. So let's jump into these numbers and see what it is that I have for this month. Alrighty, you guys, so here is what we're looking at. We have two columns here, right? So three really. This is my income and expenses column here, column A. Then column B is budgeted, what I assume my bills will be. Usually I just put my regular breakdown here of what it is. Once a bill comes in, I'll put it in that budgeted. And then my actual category, how much I actually made or brought in, and then what actually went out. So I'm going to scroll down and show you guys kind of where I am for the month of July. Now, I don't normally put anything in the budgeted income section just because I don't. One of the things about this section for me is sometimes if I say, okay, I think I'm going to get $700 in kids money and I only get $525, I've already budgeted out and then I'm short somewhere. Or if I say, oh, I think I'm going to get $52 in travel reimbursements and I get $25. I budgeted that money in and I feel like, okay, now where do I make that money up? So what I do is I leave the income part blank and then I do go in and put in all of the expenses that are budgeted so I know what my bottom line is. What do I have to bring in for the month? So with that being said, under expenses, I have my mortgage is $960.42. My electric is $108.24. That was up from last month, but it has been extremely hot. We have the temperature set to 77 or 78 sometimes, and it's still extremely hot here. We don't mind being warm in the house, but I mean, it's just crazy hot. My water bill is $74.87. My cell phone is $113. I actually think this is not the true amount because I know I'm done paying for my cell phone either last month or this month. I can't remember off the top of my head. So this may be different, or this will be the last month that it is this price. Internet is $79.99. My lawn care is $100. Mr. Jerome will come twice. He didn't come twice. It was like a 6-week period because it rained every day for like 2 full weeks. And then it kept raining. So the ground was soft and all that. So he didn't mow as much last month as he should have. But it was weather. It wasn't him. Going down for regular payments. So Amazon Prime, PureFlix. Oh, I didn't put my Health Wage gym. I got to put that in because I am back at the gym. But Amazon Prime, I just leave that there just in case. PureFlix, Sinking Fund, Homeschool, all of that. Homeschool comes out of child support, taxes, and PureFlix, that comes out of One Mom revenue. Moving down for food expenses, we have $0 allocated for food this month because I have grocery cards. So I won't be putting anything there unless I take extra money out. Moving down for hair care, I did put in for Mom and Jackson. Sister just gets her hair either twisted or braided because it's just too much for the summertime to try to, pay for it to get done. And she sweats it out in a day. Although I'm always thinking it might be good just to have it washed at least once and her ends trimmed so we're keeping it healthy enough and it's still growing. So we may do that, but she's at a point now where she can pay for her own hair. She works a job, she can get her hair done. Mom still pays for Jack. $95 is the chiropractor for me. Although the kids are going in for an evaluation with chiro next week, Jackson has a lot of issues with his allergies and his nose and then the asthma. So I'm trying to figure out if him getting adjusted will help that. And then as far as sister is concerned, just to get her in a good, healthy self-care routine, which is what I use the chiropractor for now. I don't get my nails done or my toes done. I just go get adjusted and I feel really good. It makes me feel much energy and I'm able to do all the things I need to do. So we're going to see which of the kids would benefit from it the most. And if we're able to go ahead and figure out a family plan, we'll do that. So I'm not real sure. I'm just having them go for the initial adjustment period. Savings for Jackson and Alana's Roth, that's $200. That comes out of child support. And then for recreation entertainment, $140, and that would be for her piano lessons. The month of June was a no-go with piano lessons. Her teacher was out for several weeks with a family member that had some surgery that she needed to be there for. And then the last week we tried to fit it in and the kids had a doctor's appointment. It just didn't work out. Moving down for gas, I've allocated in $200, which is $50 a week, which should do us fine. It'll give us 1.5 fill-ups in the tank. As far as anything under miscellaneous, all we have to do, I'm just putting in money that I would like to save for baby step number 3, which is $250. Y'all pray for me because baby step number 3, I really want to get this moving. I really want to get to that 11,000 is my goal, to have 11,000 in baby step number 3 soon, very soon. I am nowhere near that, but it's a goal. So that tells me that I need $2,746.52 just to make the things here, just to make it. Right now, my summer share is $1,965. So I know for sure I am not going to I can't make my bills with this. So of course, Dad will send, and that should help us with what he sends. That should be enough to at least help to cover some of these. Like I'll take out gas money probably from child support or something like that. I have gas right now and we're good. But, and then one mom revenue will come in. But of course you saw some sinking funds like car replacement. This should now say Alana's car. I'll just change that. But some of the things that I need to make sure that I'm saving for will come out of one mom revenue. So that's why I'm pushing out videos as much as I can to try to increase our revenue resources. So all we got to do now is just wait to see what's coming in, and then any additional income sources that we can have. And we're working on some stuff right now to increase our income for our family. Because I'm not working, of course, this is what we have to work with. But once I get, this is what I've got. But once some of those other things come in, it's going to be, it'll work itself out. Some of these things are not first of the month items. I will go ahead and do all of these items because these are first of the month, like my mortgage and electric and water. My cell phone actually doesn't come out till like that middle of the month, but my internet, Mr. Jerome's not coming yet, so I don't have to worry about that. Taekwondo, of course, is due today. So some of these things will have to go out today. So that's like 1,000, 1,100, 12, 13, 15. There are some things that will come out immediately that will be most of that paycheck. Most of that summer share. But it's fine because usually weekly, then, Dad is sending something. And then I'll just take that and go ahead and, allocate for whatever else needs to happen here. So I try to make sure that I pay my main bills. I never count child support in paying my main bills because there was a time when child support did not come in at all. So I always made sure that I budgeted for the main stuff out of my paycheck or my summer share. And then if child support came in or he sent something graciously, we were thankful. If it didn't come, we didn't stress over it. It was perfect because the main things were taken care of. But we're moving into a different season of life. So, it's going to be well. God is providing. It's going to be good. I'm not worried or stressed or what have you. Alrighty, guys. So there it is. For people who aren't sure exactly how we budget, it works for me. It works in my brain. The biggest thing for me was making sure all the bills were paid. I needed to make sure that everything was allocated for, and that is what I've done over these years. It's just make it work. Make it work. Don't worry about having more than you need, but God has always supplied over and above. It is making sure that everything was taken care of for the kids. And mom would, of course, come on the back end. But I'm telling y'all something right now, and this might make me cry. So if I do, y'all know I cry. It's fine. I am about to step into a season of life that I've never been in before. In my finances, in my personal life, in lots of areas. So I'm thankful that God is blessing me in this way, because it is time for me to step into. Once we've been somewhere for a certain amount of time, God is really just calling us to the next moments. He's calling us to know what we're doing and to be able to walk fully in what he has already preordained and established for us. And so I'm trying to do that. At this point, I'm moving into some more entrepreneurial types of things, just some passive income situations that don't require a lot on my part. Absolutely big shouts out to, oh, I didn't put my virtual assistant on there. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Hold on, Shakema. See how the Lord just will prompt you, because you know you ain't all that in a bag of chips and you have to have help. Oh, yes, indeed. Let me go right up here and put in my virtual assistant. I did not put her on here. Woo, Jesus. Get your life right, Shakema. Shout out to my virtual assistant, because she does help me so very much, and makes my life worth living, because she does all of the things, and she's like, hey boss, don't worry. You know, she helps me so much, and I'm very thankful. And I would be remiss in forgetting anything that needed to happen there. Wait a minute. Now, what just happened? What did I just do? Let me undo something. What did I do? I messed up something, y'all. Hang on a minute. Let me see what I messed up, because I messed up something. Okay. All right. I'm back to what it was before. I messed up something. Oh, I must have took out my, I took my mortgage out. Okay. I'm fixing it now. I'm fixing it now. Okay. Yeah. It's fixed. I was like, what did I do? Because a whole $1,000 was lost on my thing. So it's fixed now, but I can't forget my virtual assistant. She actually makes my life worth living. Like I said, she helps me out so many ways. There are different things that I don't remember to do that she's on it. Like she is my right-hand person. I wish she were right here with me in the US. She is not, but she is as close as I could get her right now. So I'm very thankful for that. And it's just a blessing. I do have to do some work behind the scenes for YouTube, so I'm going to head over and do that. You guys should be expecting a pretty big announcement in the next little bit, because we are working on some stuff. My assistant, she's awesome. We're working on some stuff behind the scenes for you all that we hope will be a blessing to you as much as they are a blessing to us. So there it is, you guys. If you have questions about my budget or how you budget, anything that we could possibly help you understand or figure out. Sinking funds seem to give people a problem. Sometimes they did for me for a long time, but the Lord has allowed my brain to work, so now I can think of sinking funds. Also, the baby steps. I am doing baby steps. This is the system that I know, and I'm going to stick with this system until the Lord tells me to do something different. Whether I refer to it as this system or whatever, I'm just going to refer to it as my budget. But this is the system that I know how to do, and I'm living my best life. We pray that you're living your best life. Someone sent me a message yesterday that said, Shakema, thank you so much for encouraging us, for sharing your story of paying your car off. She said, I just called and got off the phone and paid off my car. Listen, crush that debt. And I told her she better do it, because you're going to be so much more thankful when your money is your money, when all your money is your money, and you're not having to put it out there to other people. That doesn't mean things don't happen and you won't have to punt and do something else, like we had to get the car. But there was a plan in place to deal with that debt, and we dealt with it, and it's over with. Now, anything else that comes in further is going to be ours to allocate whichever way we see fit. And my biggest thing are two things now, helping with Alana's car so that she can become self-sufficient and drive, because mom is going to experience some of her life. Hear me by the Holy Ghost. I'm about to experience some life for Shakema, and getting that baby's, that emergency 3 to 6 months expenses built up, because that's where I'm trying to move in my life, so that there is no angst, no anxiety over where is it coming from, and are we okay, and do we have enough, and all of that. It is going to be done, taken care of, the end. So there it is, you guys. All the things. Like this video is all the things. So I'm going to say budget and all the things. Chit chat. That way it's all covered. So anywho, thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you like the video, be sure and thumb it up. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this video if you feel like someone would benefit from it. We appreciate you guys so much, and we love you. We'll see you next time. Bye now.